This is not a motivational video. This is a wake-up call. For the ones who are tired of waiting. For the ones who were counted out. For the warriors who never gave up, but are done playing small. If you've been sleeping on your greatness, it's time to wake the giant inside you. Fire, let's begin. The rebirth, this is where your life changes. This is not just a speech. This is your wake-up call. This is the moment you choose to fight back. This is your rebirth. No more hiding. No more doubting. No more waiting for the perfect moment. Because guess what? There is no perfect moment. There is only now. Right now. Right here. You are alive. And that means the war is still on. You've been lied to. Told that you're not enough. That you should know your place. That dreams are just for the lucky few. That life is supposed to be mediocre, safe, average. But deep inside, you always knew. You were born for more. More than 9 to 5 monotony. More than regrets and routines. More than scrolling through someone else's fake perfect life while yours quietly falls apart. But now it's your turn. This world doesn't need more sheep. It needs wolves. It needs fire. It needs rage. It needs you. Yes, you. Not the filtered, polished version of you. But the raw, real, broken but unbreakable version. The one who's failed. The one who's been rejected. The one who's been stepped on, laughed at, left behind. And yet, still breathing. Still standing. Still fighting. You are not weak. You are waiting to erupt. Choose your pain. Life gives you 2 choices. The pain of discipline, or the pain of regret. One will transform you. The other will destroy you. Waking up early? Pain. Showing up when you're tired? Pain. Saying no to distractions, to junk, to laziness? Pain. But that pain? That pain builds legends. Regret? That's the pain that comes too late. The pain that whispers at 2 a.m. What if you tried? What if you didn't give up? What if you had one more fight left in you? Burn the lies. You've been told to be realistic. To stop dreaming. To play it safe. But safe is a trap. Comfort is a cage. And fear? Fear is a liar. They told you failure is bad. But failure is fuel. They told you to stay in line. But greatness lives off tea. The lonely road, walking through fire. You want success? Then get ready to walk alone. Not everyone will clap for you. Not everyone will understand your hunger. Most people are addicted to comfort. But comfort is where dreams go to die. You will be misunderstood. You will be doubted. You will be laughed at. They'll say, "Why are you trying so hard? You've changed. You're obsessed." Good. Obsession builds empires. Mediocrity builds excuses. Mindset is your weapon. Your mind is your battlefield. You either control it, or it controls you. Every thought you allow becomes a seed. Every seed becomes your life. So plant power. Plant courage. Plant discipline. Don't say maybe. Say I will. Don't say I'll try. Say it's done. You don't hope for victory. You train for it. You bleed for it. You command it. The dark room. There will be nights when you question everything. When your body aches. When your soul screams. When the world goes silent. That's the dark room. That's where legends are made. No cameras. No applause. No recognition. Just you. Alone with the pain. Alone with the decision. Will I keep going, or will I fold? And when everyone else would quit, you rise. Because greatness isn't built in the spotlight. It's built in silence. When nobody's watching. When it's just you and the grind. Crossed swords # turn pain into power. You've been hurt? Good. Use it. You've been betrayed? Perfect. Let it fuel you. You've been doubted, mocked, abandoned? Then you have everything you need. Because pain is power in disguise. If you let it break you, you lose. But if you let it mold you, you become unstoppable. Let them talk. Let them doubt. Let them sleep while you work. Because one day, they'll see your name. They'll see your brand. They'll see your rise. And they'll say, I always knew you'd make it. But they didn't. You did. Because you never needed their belief. You needed your own. Become unbreakable. Most. The rise of the wolf, lead yourself or be led. No one is coming to save you. There is no hero. No rescue mission. No shortcut. There's only you. And what you choose to become. This is your story. Not your parents. Not your friends. Not society's. Yours. So why are you waiting for permission? Wolf-face, be your own leader. You're not just a dreamer. You are a leader. Not of others. Of yourself. Lead your emotions. Lead your habits. Lead your mornings. Lead your reactions. Lead your focus like your life depends on it. Because it does. If you can't lead yourself, you'll be led by distractions, desires, and everyone else's agenda. Bullseye, lock in on your mission. You're not here to drift. You're here to dominate. Your dream is not a hobby. It's not a side project. It's your mission. So treat it like one. Defend it like your life depends on it. Because it does. No more randomness. No more we'll see. No more waiting for motivation. You don't need hype. You need precision. Wake up with fire. Move with purpose. Go to war with distraction. Silence is power. They'll tell you to announce every move. To show every grind. To post every win. But remember, the real beasts move in silence. You don't need validation. You don't need claps. You don't need likes. You need results. And results are born in quiet. In isolation. In the moments when you say, no, I can't go out tonight. I have work. No, I'm not skipping this session. I have a mission. No, I don't need your permission to believe in myself. Fire, choose focus over fame. This world is obsessed with attention. Clout. Followers. Viral hits. But you? You're here to build substance. Depth. Power. Legacy. Let others chase likes. You chase growth. Let others chase followers. You chase freedom. The invisible years. There will be years when it feels like nothing's happening. No applause. No spotlight. Just grind. 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 And that's when most never back down, you're stronger than you think. There will be moments when giving up feels like the only option. Moments when your mind begs you to quit. But in that very moment, you must choose war. They don't see the nights you cry. They don't feel the battles in your head. They don't hear the silent screams inside your soul. But you do. You live with that weight. You carry that war. And every time it gets heavy, you tighten your grip. You don't drop the sword. You sharpen it. It's all mental. Success is not muscle. It's not luck. It's not followers. It's mental warfare. A battle between your will and your weakness. And most people lose. Before they even begin. They see the wall and stop. You? You climb. You break it. You blast through it. Because you decided, I will not be average. I will not die wondering. I will not quit. Skull death to the old you. The old version of you? The one who gave up when it got hard. The one who broke down when it got lonely. The one who let fear write the story? That version is dead. You buried that weak voice. You killed that comfort-addicted self. You outgrew the small cage they built for you. Now? You're the storm. You're the one they warn others about. You're the nightmare of mediocrity. Bomb the power of obsession. They'll call you crazy. Let them. They'll say you're doing too much. Let them. Because ordinary people will never understand the fire of the obsessed. While they sleep, you study. While they party, you build. While they quit, you rise. And one day, when your name echoes in rooms you've never entered, when your brand, your impact, your empire is undeniable, they'll ask, how did you do it? And you'll whisper, I never stopped. Link symbol break your limits. Limits are not real. They are just lines drawn by your fear. You weren't born with limits. They were given to you by others. And now? Now it's your job to destroy them. Push beyond tired. Push beyond ready. Push. The reinvention, become what they said you couldn't. You are not your past. You are not your scars. You are not their opinion. You are what you decide to build. Starting now. Every day, you have a choice. To stay the same. Or to evolve. Reinvention isn't a one-time event. It's a decision. Made daily. To upgrade your mindset. To sharpen your tools. To rebuild your identity from the ashes of who you used to be. Fire kill your old life. Your old life will beg you to come back. It'll whisper, relax. You've done enough. Nobody else is working this hard. You deserve to chill. Lies. You don't need more rest. You need rebirth. The old you was comfortable. The new you is dangerous. The old you made excuses. The new you makes moves. You can't carry the old into the new. So let it burn. Hammer and pick # do the work nobody sees. Everybody wants to shine on stage. But nobody wants to grind backstage. Everybody wants the crown. But few are willing to bleed for it. So bleed. Grind. Sacrifice. Do the work when nobody's watching. When there's no audience. No applause. Just you and the mission. Because those hours? They build monsters. Think different, move different. Most people scroll, complain, repeat. But you? You rise early. You move intentionally. You feed your mind. You train your body. You protect your focus like it's gold. Because it is. Your mind is your weapon. And every day you sharpen it. You become more lethal. Hammer and wrench # sharpen your edge. Be so good they can't ignore you. So consistent they can't deny you. So focused they can't distract you. Let others waste time debating. You build. Let others gossip. You grind. Let others laugh. You laugh last. Bell with / silence the world. Turn off the noise. Cut the drama. Ignore the clowns. You don't need everyone's input. You need results. You don't need more advice. You need more action. You don't need comfort. You need clarity. And that comes from silence. Isolation. Total war on distraction. The mental armor, the mind of a warrior. You can train your body. But if your mind is soft, you'll fold every time it matters. This world doesn't break your body. It breaks your focus, your patience, your belief in yourself. That's why mental strength is the rarest superpower on earth. Battle-proof your mind. You want to lead? You want to rise? You want to dominate? Then train your mind to be a weapon. Because storms will come. Failures will hit. People will betray. Life will test you. Again and again. But a strong mind doesn't bend, doesn't beg, doesn't break. Bomb pressure builds warriors. You want to be calm under chaos? Get used to chaos. You want to be fearless? Stare fear in the face and walk through it. You want to be unstoppable? Keep going when nothing makes sense. Because pressure doesn't crush real warriors. It forges them. Emotion is not your master. Anger is a tool. Pain is a signal. Fear is feedback. But none of them control you. You control your focus. You control your energy. You control your reaction. That's what makes you lethal. That's what makes you untouchable. Crossed swords stay dangerous. You don't need to prove anything. You don't need to show off. But you stay ready. While they party, you prepare. While they whine, you train. While they talk, you execute. And when life swings, you don't flinch. Because you're not just physically trained. You're mentally armored. You've rehearsed pain. You've faced loss. You've crawled through hell. And you didn't just survive. You became fire. Satellite dish control your signal. Your thoughts are a signal. And that signal programs your outcome. If your mind is full of noise, your life will reflect confusion. So filter it. Tighten it. Discipline it. Every thought should serve you. Every word you speak should sharpen you. Every choice should build you. Electric light bulb, master your inner voice. That voice in your head? The one that says, you're not good enough. You can't do this. You're too. Move without mercy, the dark discipline. Motivation is temporary. Emotion is fragile. But discipline is the steel spine that carries you through hell. You will not always feel like it. You will not always be inspired. But the greats? They move without mercy. Not because it's easy. Not because they feel like it. But because they've decided. I don't need to feel good. I just need to move forward. Bullseye feelings are liars. Your feelings? They'll betray you. They'll whisper. You're tired. You're overwhelmed. Take it easy today. But you don't listen to feelings. You obey principles. Feelings fluctuate. But standards don't. And your standard is simple. Show up anyway. Show up especially when it's hard. Discipline is cold. Discipline isn't sexy. It's not exciting. It's not loud. It's early mornings. Late nights. Saying no when everyone else says yes. It's quiet. It's cold. It's cruel. But it builds men who don't break. It builds minds that don't fold. It builds legacies that don't fade. Be a machine. Machines don't overthink. They don't wait for permission. They don't complain. They execute. They function. They dominate. So be one. Not forever. But when it's time to grind, be emotionless. Be efficient. Be unstoppable. Stop waiting to feel ready. You will never feel 100% ready. You will never feel totally prepared. So stop waiting. Start moving. Clarity comes through action. Power comes through progress. And confidence comes from doing what others fear. Fire, lead yourself through fire. No mentor. No video. No quote can do the work for you. You have to lead yourself. Through the laziness. Through the doubt. Through the storms of your own mind. The world doesn't need more followers. It needs self-commanders. So stop begging for direction. Become the direction. The wall of consistency. Every day you show up. You add a brick. One by one. Rep by rep. Win by win. Until you build a wall so strong. The long game, play for legacy, not likes. The world is addicted to fast. Fast money. Fast results. Fast success. But greatness takes time. And if you want to last, you have to think like a king, not a trend. Think decades, not days. Most people can't stay focused for 10 minutes. You build with a vision for the next 10 years. Because you're not chasing dopamine. You're chasing domination. You're not building a moment. You're building a legacy. Turtle slow is smooth, smooth is fast. Don't rush. Don't panic. Don't fake urgency. Build it right. Lay it brick by brick. Strengthen the foundation. Because slow, steady, daily execution beats explosive inconsistency every time. They want it now. You want it forever. Legacy over luxury. Anyone can flash. Anyone can rent fake success. But you're not here for luxury. You're here for impact. Luxury is for the weekend. Legacy is forever. Build something that your kids will be proud of. Something your name will be tied to. Long after you're gone. That's the goal. Not likes. Not clout. Not noise. Respect. Impact. Immortality. Fire resist the shortcut. There will always be shortcuts. Cheats. Scams. Get-rich-quick schemes. They promise you the crown. Without the crown's weight. But kings don't cheat. They build. They suffer. They sacrifice. They show up. Even when no one claps. Because real success can't be hacked. It must be earned. Rep by rep. Brick by brick. Battle by battle. Bullseye every move is strategy. You're not just working hard. You're working wise. Your time is a weapon. Your habits are assets. Your silence is leverage. You don't chase noise. You create structure. You build systems. You train like your future depends on it. Because it does. Become hard to kill. Not physically. Mentally. Emotionally. Financially. Spiritually. Build systems that outlast panic. Build skills that can't be replaced. Build focus that doesn't break under pressure. Most people are 1C. The unseen king, power in the shadows. Real power doesn't announce itself. It moves in silence. It acts without noise. It doesn't ask. It decides. You've been building quietly. Grinding when no one saw. Bleeding in silence. Winning in the shadows. And now? You're becoming what few ever become. Undeniable. Be the mountain. You don't flinch. You don't beg. You don't explain. You move. You decide. You act. You are not wind. You are stone. They can shout. They can criticize. They can doubt. You remain. Unbothered. Unshaken. Unstoppable. Earn your own respect. You don't need validation. You don't crave applause. You're not looking for permission. Because you've earned your own respect. Through war. Through failure. Through lonely nights and hard choices. You walk different. Talk different. Carry yourself like someone who's built something from nothing. Because you have. Wolf face the lone wolf mentality. You don't follow. You don't chase. You don't beg to belong. You walk alone. You create your own lane. You build in silence until the world can't ignore your impact. And even then, you don't gloat. You go deeper. Fire control without noise. Everyone wants to be loud. Wants to be seen. Wants to go viral. But you? You move differently. Because you've realized. The more control you have, the less you need to speak. You don't need to argue. You don't need to convince. You don't need to prove. You just exist. And the room shifts. Operate like a ghost. Let them wonder where you've been. Let them guess what you're working on. Let them doubt. Because you're too locked in. Too focused. Too disciplined. To care what the outside thinks. You show up. You build. You create. And by the time they see your moves, it's too late. Skull be feared by failure. You've failed before. You've been humiliated. You've been counted out. But you didn't fold. You didn't whine. You grew fangs. Now failure fears you. Doubt avoids you. Weakness has no P. The awakening, rise and rule. There comes a moment when something shifts. A spark turns into fire. Fire turns into fury. Fury turns into focus. And you realize. You were never just a person. You were always a force. You just forgot. You've been lied to. By the world. By your past. By your fears. They told you you were ordinary. They told you to play safe. To blend in. To calm down. But now? You see it. You were never built for average. You were built for impact. Volcano, your power is not coming, it's already here. You're not waiting for some future version of yourself. You are already it. You are the one. The builder. The breaker. The storm. You don't need more time. You need more belief. Everything you need is already inside you. Sleeping. Smoldering. Waiting for the command. And now? You've woken it up. Shield # no more hiding. No more shrinking. No more fake humility. No more downplaying your gift. You are not here to be invisible. You are here to be unforgettable. Let them feel the weight of your presence. Let them hear the steel in your voice. Let them see what happens when a soul finally chooses to rise. Build the empire. This is not about motivation anymore. This is about movement. About building an empire of habits, systems, values, power, focus. This is about becoming the version of you would fear to face. Every decision from now on must ask, does this feed my future kingdom? If not, it dies. Fire burn the old script. That old story? Of failure. Of fear. Of waiting. Of wishing? It's over. Burn the script. Tear the page. Write a new one with blood, sweat, and domination. The new story says, I am no longer hoping. I am no longer unsure. I move with command. I create. I destroy. I decide. Dragon face become legendary. Your name will not just be remembered. It will be studied. Not because you were perfect, but because you refused to quit. You outworked them. Outl. You made it to the end. Not just of this video, but of every excuse you've ever told yourself. Now don't just click away. Don't scroll to the next thing. Go do something with this fire. Build. Dominate. Lead. And when they ask where it all changed, you'll say, right here. Right now. Crossed swords # subscribe if you're done being average.